This is Brother Hot Tim coming at you live and direct. I'm on location. And I'm helping one of my brothers who helps a lot of brothers, and we always helping people. But the thing that we have to start asking ourselves, those of us that want to help people get to another level, are we really helping them by helping them? Now, a story comes to mind where it was a little boy who loved butterflies, and he loved to watch the whole process. And this little boy went up to and caught a butterfly, and he fed this butterfly the best of leaves and allowed this butterfly to develop into a chrysalis and then eventually go into the cocoon. And as he watched the cocoon and he enjoyed the process, the butterfly it was time for the butterfly to come out, and the butterfly broke through. And the little boy, thinking he was doing a good job, tried to assist the butterfly out. So he grabbed some scissors, and some real nice scissors, some real thin scissors, and a scalpel, and helped cut the butterfly out. But because he cut the butterfly out, the wings were not able to develop. See, we have to understand that it's the struggle it's the struggle that turn men from men into gods. It's the struggle that turn failure into success. It's the struggle. And a lot of times when we try to help people, they are not ready for the struggle. So what do? They fall short, and we get mad at them. We can't get mad at them because it's not their fault. They were not ready for the struggle that we want to put on them. So the bottom line is this: when we decide to start trying to help people, as a matter of fact, we might need to stop trying to help people, and we need people to start coming to us and ask for help. And we need to evaluate them before we help them. Why? Because if they are not ready, they are going to fall short. And when they fall short, you fall short. And when they fall short, you have failed, not necessarily them, because they still where they're supposed to be. You have taken a step back to help them. Look. Listen, all those that's on the journey. I'm not saying don't lend a helping hand. I'm not saying don't put yourself out there for some people. But what I am saying is, what is the evaluation process that you have for individuals that you're going to help? I've been helping a lot of people, and they'll tell me shit like, "Oh, I'm coming on a camping trip, or I'm coming to help you move, or I'm coming to this event, or I'm coming to help y'all pass out baskets, or I'm coming to help with the food co-op," and they never show up. But still, I turn around and I still try to help them. And now what I'm doing is I'm sitting in here walking over, I'm going to put the picture up, as I'm walking over dog shit in my brother's house who put his hand out to help somebody and help lift them up. That wasn't ready. They wasn't ready for it. And I'm evaluating my own process, because now I got to think about all the people I let down by trying to help them. Listen. I think it's in the book of Changes. But it's one of those books of wisdom where they say, when you want to break something down, you build it up. When you want to build it up, you tear it down. I know that sounds contrary, right? But that goes to the heart of what I'm talking about. It's the struggle. You should say most of us want success without struggle. We want wealth without struggle. We want victory without struggle. We want all these things without struggle. But nature has never given up anything easily. Never. Even people who are lucky, when they get the stuff that they get, they got to go through hell to keep it. That's why most people that hit the lottery end up broke. Listen, I need you to really hear what I'm saying. What is your evaluation process for helping people? Because you may not be helping them. You may be helping them dig an early grave. You may be leading them to death by lending a hand. You're stopping them from being able to spread their wings like that little boy at the beginning did with that butterfly, because the butterfly could not expand his wings because the force and the struggle of him coming out the cocoon is what forces the blood into the wings. And because the boy cut that process slow, cut it short because he was trying to help, ended up destroying and crippling the butterfly. Many of us, we're crippling our friends. We're crippling our families. We're crippling our brothers and sisters. We're crippling our kids because we don't allow them to struggle through the shit that they have created for themselves. We want to pull them out. And it's only natural for a father and a mother and an older brother and an older sister to want to pull somebody out their shit. But they got to get out of it themselves. You got to, if they built it, they have to get out of it themselves. That's part of their test. That's part of their life test. And we want to end people's life test because we think that it's all about us helping them. But it's not. It's about them becoming better. It's only through struggle that we become better. It's only through the struggle that we find the most important thing to human beings. Listen, the most important thing, those of you on the journey, those of you that this is the first time on the journey, I'm about to drop $1 million jewel. Get ready. The most important thing in the human experience is finding meaning to life. And you can't find that in a book. You can't find that with a pastor preaching at you from church. You can't find that when you were sitting in the classroom. You find that in the active participation of life. How many people have you destroyed trying to help? Have you defined your evaluation process? How do you evaluate? How will you evaluate from this time on who you going to help and who you're not going to help? Because by helping them, you have to ask yourself, am I helping them dig their graves? There's horror story after horror story of parents that have given their children gifts that their children wasn't ready for, trying to make their life better, that ended up in tragedy. Tale after tale. There's myths and folklore about this whole thing, but because we think we outgrew these tales and outgrew these myths, we think we can't. We think we above that wisdom, but that's the basic wisdom of the universe. Our ancestors spoke, instead of speaking in equations, they spoke in folklore and myth, and we miss it. And some of us, we miss it so hard because we're trying to make it real, but it's not. It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor that you can transform in your life and use to help you in your evaluation process of who you're going to help. And then on top of that, now that you know this, where are you in your life? And when you asking for help, are you really ready for the help? And this is the last piece, and I'm going to lead this. I got this from Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins said a long time ago, I remember this, Tony Robbins said that he had people come to his office and they would be willing to pay him money to help him. And Tony Robbins would ask them a simple question. How far, it's something like, how far are you willing to go? What are you willing to do to stop this? Because he had to get them to commit to their own struggle, because he wasn't going to be on the struggle. He was just going to be coaching. He was going to be on the outside looking in. You see what I'm saying? Listen, you cannot help somebody through the process if you are not willing to hold them accountable. So this means we got to do extra work. When I'm helping you, those of you that's listening, when I'm helping you from this day forth, I'm holding your ass accountable. What integrity do you have? I'm evaluating you by your principles, not by what you tell me, but by what you do. Those of you that's in Army and y'all telling me some shit, I'm going to look at the shit that you did in your past. Yes, I'm looking at the past and I'm going to judge whether or not you deserve the help, because I'm not going to participate in your destruction. This is Brother Hatim, and I got to go and finish cleaning up this shit because somebody else was not ready for the process. And that's not his fault. That's my brother's fault. And it's my fault because I didn't destruct my brother right. So, hey, so now I got to clean up shit. So anybody out there that want to come and help clean up shit and get the lesson, come on over. Give me a call. I'm willing to receive your help. This Brother Hatim, I'd like to thank all those that's listening. I'd like to thank those people that click, regardless of what show it is. I love you and I appreciate you. And I hope that you're getting something out of it. And if you want me to do something else, let me know. If there's certain things that you want me to talk about a little bit more, feel free to ask me and I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? If you have something that you want to share, send it to me. When I'm doing my show and I'm not on location and I don't have my phone, I will play it through my computer. Because like I said, I'm trying to build content because I'm building a station. You understand what I'm saying? I'm visualizing where I'm going. And you play a big part in it. So this brother Tim saying peace. I'd like to thank you for being on the journey. No sound effects or nothing because I'm recording live through my cell phone. With that, I say peace.